diecast cars, dream diecast cars, dream diecast cars, dream diecast cars.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Dream diecast cars, dream diecast cars, dream diecast cars, dream diecast cars.
Yeah.
What is happening, everybody? It's CJ from Dream Diecast Cars, and today is Model Car Friday. And on this episode, before I made it, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just finally gonna give the people what they've been asking for. This Honda S2000. You know what? No. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna save this for a better day. Instead, I'm gonna do a video of this, crappy Rolls Royce Ghost. Now, obviously, what I just said was a joke. And for those of you who didn't laugh, just remember, sense of humor does not grow on trees. Get it from books. Now, anyway, obviously that was a joke, because this is by far the most awesome diecast car in my collection. The most expensive too, but it's worth it. It's a really great car. So let's get rolling with the review, starting at the front of this diecast car. First though, let me pull out my trusty door opener, which is actually a very helpful item. Not in just opening all the little pieces on this diecast car, but pointing out things to you guys. Well, at the front of this diecast car, you will notice that these lights on either side look very good. They have a very nice clear plastic in front of them, and the inside is detailed with the xenon light right there. On the way it says RR, very small right there. I think you guys can see that. And then when you look a bit lower, you'll notice all these little LEDs, which are the turning signals. When you move a little bit left, you'll notice this whole metal area with this metal grill in it. Now, before we get to that, I just want to say, usually you would see the Spirit of Ecstasy up here, but it is not there because that piece fell off. Now, it's not me being careless, barely touched this car, and one of the reasons I wasn't, doing this video at first was because, I was going to wait for Bernardo. He already had his. I was going to wait for him to bring it or for me to go over there so we could do a review with, both of them together. And also, he has the black one, which looks beautiful in my opinion. Still this, this piece is all the same right here, and then just that black color just looks awesome. And I was also waiting because he still had his Spirit of Ecstasy on the front, but his fell off too. So that's just kind of a weak piece on this diecast car. Really one of the only things wrong with it. And now we'll get to this part right here. The metal Rolls Royce little emblem right there. Then this whole metal piece which goes around, and then this metal grill, which looks great, as the metal, and obviously you can't see through the engine. That's because on this car you're not supposed to be able to do that. It has this metal area in front, then you see the radiator behind it with those two little strips there, and then the license plate down here which says Rolls Royce Ghost. Then right here you'll notice another Rolls Royce emblem with a turning signal. I'm pretty sure that light, definitely be for the turning signal down there. Let's get a picture of it on the screen just so you can see it better. And then we're going to need to get another picture on the screen of this, because right there, there's a little key slot. Let's put that on the screen. A lot of very small details on the side, but look very good. Then, what is probably another turning signal up there. And now let's take a quick look at the mirrors, which don't look like much. They look like pretty plain Jane mirrors, obviously copied to perfection. But they also do something which is kind of cool, which is like on the real car. Both of them, the one on the other side too, pushed in, which looks very nice and just gives it that other realistic touch. And while we're at the back of this diecast car, let's check it out. Right here, you'll notice the lights, which look very nice. Let's get a picture of them up on the screen. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I think they have very nice, like, little details in them. So, it's nice to see them in a big way. And then, right here, you have the Rolls Royce emblem with this little metal part around it. And then, when you look higher up on the back of this die-cast car, you will notice this little radio antenna. And then, down here, you will notice the exhausts, which look very nice. Now, before we move along to the engine, let's take a look at the trunk. Now, the trunk is always where I keep this little thing, so I know where it is. It's very helpful in a lot of reviews and opening doors. Now, the trunk has a, what's it called, like a camel felt around it. It's not made of camels, that's just the color. With this little black thing right here, let's get light on it. Sorry about that. I have no idea what it is. Really, like, I know my mom is a CD changer in her car in the back because it's older, but I have no idea what that is. It looks like it's a little compartment or something. Then back here, it looks like you have two little latches on either side. And this area does not open up. Now, despite the fact that the Rolls is made by Kyosho, a lot of people would forget that because it's a lot fancier than any other Kyosho. And, yeah, it's just that. It's just kind of a completely different car. But it does share some things to, the rest of the Kyosho cars, like this. See how this one, this BMW M6 made by Kyosho, has the little button right here. And this one, oops, that's a spoiler. See, so spoiler. And this one has a little button right there. You get the little button on this die-cast car underneath it that pops the engine up a little bit for you so that it is easier to just pull it open. Now, in my opinion, I don't know if they really created this, but all their die-cast cars have it. In my opinion, it is a great idea. The little buttons are very hard to see, so it doesn't really change the look of the car in any way. And it's so helpful because, definitely a die-cast car like this is well built. It'd be hard to stick your fingernail in there. You'd risk breaking it, and you definitely don't want to, tip it upside down like you would with cheaper cars. So, now we can take a look inside of the engine. Now, when you look at this engine, you will notice that it has tons of components replicated and a ton of depth. Look at all these little pipes and everything, and all that little stuff up there, all this, and everything, and you can see down here that it even goes down. So it looks very nice, and that is just an A+++ for Kyosho. Also, it says right there, it's kind of hard to see. Now it's better. It says V12 right there. Let's get a picture of it up on the screen because that would be easier. And then on either side it says Rolls Royce. Now, finally, the moment that you guys have been waiting for. The interior. One of the best interiors on any die-cast car I have ever seen, and that means a lot. Now, as Rolls-Royce has on all their cars, this die-cast car replicates the suicide doors, which, for those of you who don't know, means, the doors that open like this, not just, the standard way. And, let's just take a look inside. Open up some of the little things that this car can do. Well, to start, the driver's side seat and the passenger one can be moved back and forth. No, it's not broken. It's supposed to be able to do that. Also, like in all Rolls Royces, you'll get on the driver's side door and passenger door. Not all Rolls Royces, I think just the Phantom in this one. You get an umbrella that pops out of the side. There it is. That is freaking awesome. Now when you look up, you'll notice that the visor, or the little sunroof I should say, does open, but I can't get it to open all the way. So if any of you guys have a Rolls Royce, and I know at least one of them, I think it's like the Detroit Lion fan or something. If you're watching this video, does yours open all the way? Because on the pictures that I've seen online, they are supposed to. So just talk to me about that. Then, as I had accidentally just said, let's see if the light makes this any better. The visors go up and down as well, with little details on them. Which look great. And while you're looking at the top of this die-cast car, you'll notice all these little buttons there in the center. Hold on a sec. Right up there, and all those. And this little handle that's right above the door, right around this area. Also, you can open up the little, thing on the center console. Now, if any of you guys are planning on getting the Rolls Royce, let me teach you how to put it away. Don't simply push down. That will break it. It just looks like, at least to me, that would break it. Push back, and then just go right down. It's as simple as that. Then, down on the floor, you have the little pedals right there, the mat, all that felt. On the side of the door, you've got the speakers, the door handle, all the little controls right there. This little thing which does not open but would on the real one, and another little compartment right there. When you look at the interior through this way, through the front of the die-cast car, you'll notice this little dip right there, which is where the heads-up display comes out of. Then you'll notice that the Rolls Royce steering wheel is done well with the emblem in the middle, all the little buttons on the side, and that the dials are done very nicely. Little controls here, a lot of air vents in it. Well, not a lot, just one on each side, and two on the center console. And the wood that goes around it is replicated very nicely, looks great. Right here you have the little locks on the doors, look very nice. Then down there you have the little iDrive system, or something that is very similar to it, which is okay because Rolls Royce is owned by BMW. And then right down there you have a bunch of little buttons, some more controls through there, more buttons kind of down there. Everything looks very nice. Then another, little area of felt down here. And as I said, these seats back and forth too. It's hard to hold a camera and do this. Now, let's check out the back. Right here, you will notice that, move it like there, little tray tables come out from behind the seats. If I can, this is like brain surgery, I assume. This is the closest to brain surgery I'll ever get. Hopefully. Because I would not be very good at that. Well, that's as far as I can get that open. I don't want to break it. And also, the one on the other side opens up. Oh my god. Speed this part up. I'm just gonna keep it like that. My arm is literally getting tired from doing this. And then, much easier to push them in than take them out. Just kidding. It's not. Then, dear Lord, the this little thing comes out right there. Let's try to get it. Speed this up as well. There we go. On this, you will see controls to adjust the seats and more controls for something else, but it's really nuts how well Kyosho has replicated this. I mean, seriously, all those little buttons. And this is a 1/18 scale car, which is very, compared to the real car, very small. And it's amazing that something can even pull out of it, and even more amazing that it has that amount of detail on it. Everything just looks great on this die-cast car. It has the little warning labels right there, all these little things. Just awesome looking. Well, I think that will wrap up this video. Thank you everyone who watched for watching it. And got a new model car coming in soon. Just bought it. Should be arriving soon. Very excited about it. Can't wait to show it to you guys. And for now, there you go. There's the Rolls Royce Ghost. Most beautiful car. I gotta rate it A+. It's like, and it's an A+ because it's $250, which is pretty expensive, but it's not in BBR territory, and BBRs don't even have opening doors on them, much less, all this little detail on the inside. So I gotta say, this is just beautiful die-cast car, great price, A+, everything looking astounding. So thank you everyone who watched for watching, and I hope to see you, not on Monday probably, because I'm going to Boston for the weekend for a wedding. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you maybe like Wednesday or Friday. Goodbye everyone.
I like my beat, my top, let you see me